Saving Old Machines Flex Printing Chapter 18. Save old machines. In many graphic printing facilities, we find machines that have become obsolete in many mechanical and electronic areas, and that continue, even so, to print works for customers, offering terms of quality and efficiency that were delayed by the technological advances of intelligent digital printing. For many printers, the lack of credit and the deficit of internal investment capital are challenges that limit a company tremendously from being able to invest with new equipment to replace these old machines. Formula for modular Zeta Plus implementations. The formula resulting from these modular investments in the Zeta Plus platform will bring the following results instantly. Reduction of productive losses. Decrease in print operation times. Increase in machine life with extensions of more than 15 years. Quality increase in the resolution of the final printed image. Reduction of printing costs per copy. Increase in customer portfolios. Much more competitive prices for the market. Increased cash flows for printing operations. The modernization process for an old machine is modular, and thus allows its owner to consider implementation phases according to their budgets. Saving an old machine and turning it into a new high-performance machine is now an achievable reality, all with a much more objective, realistic, and modular investment. Production efficiency using Zeta Plus systems. The productive efficiency of graphic printing is achieved through the implementation of a digital intelligent platform, where the processes that are used during graphic printing are delegated to several important printing modules. To achieve the maximum possible efficiency in today's graphic printing, the following control and production systems are highly recommended. Zeta Plus RMS Register System. Zeta Plus Digital Dampening System. Zeta Plus Ink Density System. Zeta Plus Smart Drive Controller. Zeta Plus Unit Interface Controller. Zeta Plus Folder Production Manager System. Zeta Plus Color Console System. Zeta Plus OSHA Safety Light Curtain Integration System. Zeta Plus Smart Pneumatic Controller Network. Zeta Plus Auto Wash System. Zeta Plus Waste Management System. Zeta Plus Web and Tension Detection System. Zeta Plus Upgrade from AC to DC with RSL System. Zeta Plus Desk Technical Support 24/7. The future of smart printing using your current machine. Next, we will explain in more depth what the common existing systems are, where their shortcomings are, and how to invest in updates with digital printing modules with the Zeta Plus platform. Existing color and cutoff register systems. In color registration systems, we find manual, motorized and some automatic registration processes. All of them today are obsolete systems, and we will explain what their current degrees of inefficiencies are. Manuals. They depend only on manual movements made by printers approximately and in the location of the desired registration. Motorized. These systems are driven by alternating current motors, some with potentiometers that provide feedback of their approximate position. All are inefficient approximate movements, since they do not execute real movements with accuracy and precision in the required thousandths. Automatic with cameras. These systems were mostly implemented by companies other than the original manufacturer of the machine. As such, these automatic systems use approximation of movements and execute using conventional motorized registers. Their feedback is based on optical image during the passage of the paper using the registration marks seen by the cameras. The constant electronic wear of the cameras, and the control circuits that execute these movements, make the system an investment of high maintenance cost and a very short lifespan. Dampening systems. There are currently several types of dampening systems that are used in the graphic industry. We will mention the most common, its variants and deficiencies, including its operational challenges. Dampening system by molten type rollers. The system requires constant maintenance with the change of the socks that cover the dampening roller. Its reaction when distributing the solution is in general and does not allow segmentation. The resulting molten system is an inefficient solution application that generates a large amount of waste in the printing of copies during the start of a print edition, and is very vulnerable to speed changes in the machine. Spiral brush dampening system. This system brought a new variant eliminating the maintenance of the molten rollers and allowing to remove the excess solution of a roller after its transfer to the water battery, as it is commonly called. Its deficiency continued to be its dependence on master water curves, the lack of zoning, and the fixed speed in Hertz by its drive motors. Dampening system, spray bars. The system today suffers from the same problems of obsolescence in parts and control circuits. It is also considered a high-maintenance element, due to the cost of adjustments and cleaning required by the spray nozzles in the dampening bar. The investment cost is high, its efficiency low compared to a simple conventional molten system. When comparing their time to return on investment, maintenance, and obsolescence on parts to maintain their operation, molten systems and dampening spiral brush offer better advantages. Ink application techniques for printing. Manual ink keys. These keys are clearly operated manually and require the experience of the printer to understand and obtain the correct balance of the image in their balances of inks, black, magenta, cyan and yellow. The variations in speeds, the different ink loads in the areas are the result of approximation and operational judgment of the printer. As such, they become an operation of high productive waste during startup. The application of manual ink increases the operating cost of production significantly, consequently the number of personnel required for an offset printing operation. Motorized ink keys. This technique is currently in use in many machines, plus all, today suffer from critical problems in parts and spare parts to stay operational. The disappearance of some manufacturers in recent years has left many of these machines in operation manually, and many today move their motors manually since their consoles are inoperable due to lack of spare parts. Color consoles continue to be of great advantage in printing operations, and those that maintain this operational principle achieve better printed image qualities consistently. Motors and drives. Digital speed and power development in a motor today play an important role in its electrical efficiency of operation. With technologies used from the 1970s to 2010s, drives continue to use low-efficiency transistors in power factors. Many motors are currently in operation and maintain an unnecessary high power factor. As such, they are inefficient operating costs. As long as they don't incorporate digital and smart drives into their operations, their electric bill can't never go down. In the era of energy conservation, older systems do not offer alternatives for energy efficiency in their operations. Digital speed is the simple answer you get in intelligent control systems for acceleration, deceleration, and cruising speed for many industrial machinery today. Master consoles. In the master consoles, we find several deficiencies of important tools that today are required for the control of maximum productive efficiency. Commands of old master consoles. Selector master slave console. Inch push button. Run push button. Slow push button. Stop safe push button. Impression function selectors, impression, water form, ink pickup. Ready safe light indicator. Web break indicator. 10x total copy counter. 10x good copy counters. Speed gauge indicator impressions in IPH. Master water potentiometer. Reels lateral gear side and operator side motion, optional. Compensator advance and retard motion, optional. Color register motors motion, optional. These commands have mainly been the buttons available on many of the master consoles for years, since their manufacture all are manually operated and require the experience of printers. Tools on the Zeta Plus control platform. Virtual selector through touchscreens in master-slave selections. The consoles are virtually attached to an operation, depending on the digital states of the inputs of the sensors of the clutches installed on the main shaft. Inch command, step by step. It is available manually and digitally simultaneously. The default speed is programmable and is used for speed accuracy during paper web up, unit synchronism, and for startup and commissioning. Run command, continuous motion speed, is available manually and digitally simultaneously. On Zeta Plus consoles, the command introduces new tools. Speed of preparation, make ready. Production cruising speed, run speed. Automatic deceleration autodecel via closed loop, exact orders of good copies required with an automatic control sequencer. Speed for automatic washing of blankets and rollers. Autopilot for a speed sequence in an automatic, controlled, and programmable form. Slow button is available manually and digitally simultaneously. In its digital form, the process is automatically controlled by the autopilot tool, which not only decelerates the machine, but allows it to automatically wash roller and blanket batteries, thus leaving a machine clean and ready for its next edition. Stop safe button. This button for industrial safety issues, and under OSHA standards, is offered with several new variants, for example. Redundancy in the control circuits due to safety issues. Controlled speed stop with deceleration curves programmed for maximum speed, typically about 15 to 20 seconds. Safe final stop where the drives of the machine's motors are rendered inoperable. Printing functions is available manually and digitally simultaneously. In its digital form, the process is automatically controlled by the autopilot tool. It allows programming based on copies, so that each function enters during the preparation process, make ready. Later in its moment of deceleration, the autopilot automatically executes the output of the functions. The entire tool is available in programmable form from the main console, or if desired manually. Visual indicators of the status of the ReadySafe machine are kept available in their original form respecting the safety zones of their factory design. Paper web break indicators, web break. With the Zeta Plus platform, the indications of paper web breaks are recorded automatically. Messages in graphic form and text appear on the operation screens of the main console as well as the monitors in the folders. The paper web break detection systems on the Zeta Plus platform uses ultrasonic sensors of non-contact with the paper web. As such, they are programmable in the operation data of the console. The operator selects the desired speed points in IPH, thereby programming the 3 operating states, ready, armed, and fault-detected, web break. Total copy counter 10x. This counter now appears in digital form, by unit copy 1x instead of 10x on the machine. As such, offers additional control tools that are used for machine maintenance. The total counter, which is not erasable manually, maintains exact control of the machine's operating cycles, thus making it possible to schedule the preventive maintenance tasks recommended by its manufacturers with programmable triggers. Good copy counter 10x. This counter now appears in digital form, by unit copy 1x instead of 10x on the machine. As such, offers additional control tools that are used to autopilot, auto-sequence functions, production supervisor for an addition, automatic or manual splices with an exact predetermination of copies triggers, interface with the waste monitor and paper roll efficiency and capacity in real time. Machine washing sequences according to the printer's selections in its operating functions programmable. Real-time production monitoring with production forecast projections for time and of completion. IPH speed indicator copies per hour during production on the machine. This is now digitally monitored directly from the count and frequency at the folder output, and not through the average speed of the motors. Final notes. Dear customer, saving an old machine and modernizing it with intelligent digital processes can save you and your company millions of dollars of investment compared to a new machine today. The growth of your operations and business will be proportional to the decisions you make today regarding your future on your machine. 24/7 Controllers USA is at your disposal to study and understand your current, future needs along with the most critical solutions that your system needs to modernize. Our consultations are free and are at your disposal. Subscribe to our YouTube channels so you can stay on top of the upcoming chapters of this Flex Print series. If you liked this presentation, do not forget to leave us your comments and a small like in the hand. Kind regards, Jorge and Ronnie.